Welcome to the Regional Impacts of Climate Change on Italy by Thomas Martin and Caitlyn Schmidt. We selected the country Italy. It's located in Europe and is surrounded by Greece, Austria, France, Spain, and Portugal. The climate of Italy is described as the term CSA climate. This is where the climate consists of warm temperatures and Mediterranean feel for the climate. The summers are warm while the winters are wet. Italy has a republic. This is very similar to which the government in the United States lives under. A republic is a state where both the people and elected officials have power. The society and culture of Italy is rooted upon art, family, food, music, and architecture. The Renaissance also gave birth to many of these cultures. This was an era in which writers and thinkers were able to spend their time dedicating themselves to the pleasures of the world. They traveled around Italy studying ancient ruins and rediscovering Greek and Roman texts. The Renaissance scholars and philosophers had great wisdom. Their appreciation of physical beauty, and especially the emphasis on man's own achievements and expressions, formed the governing intellectual principle of the Italian Renaissance. This philosophy is known as humanism. A lot of the glaciers that Italy has been known for are now gone. Alpine areas are heating up 3 times faster than coastal environments, and this is affecting Italy's ski industry. Rising temperatures, coastal erosion, flooding, and droughts are all becoming very common due to the increased temperature change within Italy. The rising sea levels will affect several architectural areas in Italy. These are Pompeii, Herculaneum, and the city of Venice. Venice will be underwater within a century if acceleration in global warming is not quelled and flood defenses installed. The ancient and iconic city will be flooded because the Mediterranean Sea is forecasted to rise up to 140 centimeters before 2100. Like we stated earlier, this is a huge problem as the nation is rooted upon its architecture in these areas. As Italy's alpine glaciers recede, the melted water contributes to rising sea levels. The loss of glaciers also increased global temperature as the large tracts of white ice are no longer present to reflect the sun rays back out to space. To continue, grapes are one of the most weather-sensitive crops and thrive in Italy thanks to its long, hot summers and cool, drier winters. A study predicted that a majority of suitable wine-grown areas would be lost by 2050, after which wine production will increasingly start to take place in Central and Northern European countries. Italy will lose its wine source. Finally, with all the melting ice, the ski industry will no longer boom, as it's known for. As Italy's glaciers wilt in the sun, the coastal waters will also surround the country and therefore will rise, putting low-lying cultural treasures at risk. Italy is focusing more on mitigation rather than adaptation. Many of the plans created have been driven towards reducing energy use, and only 2 cities have created adaptation plans for climate change. Italy is not doing a lot of mitigation and adaptation compared to other European nations. Hello, and welcome to the Regional Impacts of Climate Change on Italy by Thomas Martin and Caitlyn Schmidt.